Hello. Today we're going to be going back to University of Virginia to the cancer center there, Emily Currick Cancer Center, in order to get my 3-month checkup. The thing about melanoma is it just comes on so quickly. So the last time I went to UVA, we didn't even have all the scans in. I had a brain MRI, a chest, abdominal CT scans, and so when I met with my team, they didn't even have the results yet, so I had to wait for several days to find out what the outcomes were going to be, and that is just, it's so stressful waiting and wondering. So going in this time, I already knew that I had a spot on my lung that we were watching, and so we didn't know which direction that it possibly could take, and that is really, really difficult. And so that makes the days leading up to these visits a little bit more difficult. In some respects, I would rather go every single month and be able to be seen as opposed to waiting for 3 months and wondering what has changed, what's different. So going in, you're going to see, my blood pressure was through the roof. My resting heart rate was through the roof. I'll show that picture. And it's all because it's a stressful thing to live with. And it's not like other skin cancers. It's not like, a certain basal cell or squamous cell. Melanoma is much deeper. It's now, in my system.
So, hey honey, what's going on right now?
So here we are. We got a 2-hour drive over to Charlottesville to University of Virginia Hospital. So I have 6 appointments today that will be from blood work, CT scans, meeting with my dermatologist, meeting with my oncologist, and so it's just basically a long day of checkups. And so I put it all out of my head, and then I get nervous the day or two before, just because there's lots of people who could tell you something's wrong. And even though I have a very positive and optimistic mindset, I also have a very prepared mind as well. I need to plan for hearing different kinds of information, so I play getting different kinds of information over and over and over through my mind. And it's a waste of time, because it just is a waste of time, but it happens usually. I wake up in the middle of the night or something. I can't really control it as well as I should be able to, but we'll see how the next one goes. But so far it hasn't been great sleep going in. So anyway, we listen to, our tradition for Jen and myself is we listen to uplifting and positive, cool music on the drive across. We talk about questions that we want asked or answered, and go from there. So I had 13 months of immunotherapy, Opdivo or nivolumab, and it basically taught my body the T cells, how to fight cancer. And so I'm so thankful for that immunotherapy, but also being healthy, eating well. Those are other key components to why I am doing well right now.
All right, here we are. We're in Charlottesville.
There's these 2 benchmarks from the 2 directions that we come in from Charlottesville. As soon as we hit that, all of a sudden, my stomach starts, the nerves start happening, my stomach starts turning, but it's symbolizes now it's battle time to go into battle. So all of a sudden, everything becomes serious and focused. So all the fun music and everything just gone. And so we're gonna go find our parking deck, and that'll be Jennifer's home for the next 7 hours. So the first stop was patient registration. So I stand in this line, make several co-pays, and then we move on to the next one. Going upstairs to see Dr. Flowers. That's the first stop. That's the dermatology, and he's amazingly good. We'll check back in later. Well, I just finished up my an awesome appointment with Dr. Flowers, and we found some precancerous things that we're going to be kind of monitoring and looking at. A couple different areas on my chest, and we're going to start a new prescription for another kind of medication, but we're going to monitor. I have some spots on my nose that are precancerous that we're going to kind of watch for another couple weeks or another couple months. But other than that, things look pretty good. He found a swollen node in my hip, which I have all the time. But anyway, it's good to get that on some sort of medical form though, just to look at in the future. Anyway, we'll be going on to our next appointment here. Now I'm going in here to register for all of my afternoon appointments. So I registered for my morning appointments at the other registration in the other building, and now I register here for all of my afternoon appointments. So just get into the queue and keep it going. All right, here we go. We're getting some blood done here in the labs today. So we have this wonderful person helping me out, and we're gonna get just how many tubes today?
Just two.
Just 2 tubes today, so that's not much.
And just like that.
And it's over. Just like that.
There we go.
So perfect. So that's it. There's the tubes. Everything is set, and we are ready to go. Thanks for being on this part of the journey with me.
You're welcome.
Awesome. So on my way over to the therapist to see if I can't set up an appointment, I missed one the last time I was here, and so we're gonna go across. I have a few minutes before my first CT scan today, and we're gonna go across and try to set up another appointment, which is hopefully not gonna be, yeah, we can take you today, and now we have another appointment, but hopefully on my next trip through UVA. So anyway, making use of a few extra minutes. So now we're in line for the CT scans, abdominal chest CT. So I have my IV set, beautiful, ready to get that iodine contrast and drink the drinks. But anyway, looks like we're on target, so let's get some scans. And here we are, we're getting ready to go into, not the tight tube, but the CT room here. So let's get some scans done. So I'm here to meet with Dr. Gan. This will be the last of my day. It's been a busy day. Hopefully a very thorough day. Hopefully all things check out, and we can go ahead and get out of here easily. But we'll give an after action report after this is done. So that was a very, very busy day at UVA. What is so amazing about the care that I get at UVA, at a specialty cancer center, is that they look at every level, every layer, and they kind of peel back all the layers. They do my blood, my skin, they look into my vital organs to find out where melanoma shows up. Because at this point, for me, it's just a matter of if it's going to show up, we got to be on it. And so that trip is so vitally important. It was a very difficult day because at any turn, any of those several appointments could have found something bad. As a matter of fact, sadly, it's interesting to think about the fact that they are all looking for something bad in my body, and instead of finding something good. But that's kind of the nature of what happened. So the end result from today was that I have a few spots on my skin, around my nose particularly, that we're going to be watching, a lymph node that's in my hip that we're just going to be kind of watching, and the fact that the spot on my lung is no longer there. That's great news. We keep walking through the minefield and moving forward. Please like and subscribe to this channel. I'm riding 7,200 miles, and I'm raising money for the Melanoma Research Alliance. Please check out the link to that fundraiser below. Have a great day. And I'll keep pedaling to beat cancer.